Hello viewers, you're welcome to your show, my show, our show, The Digging Deep Show, and thank you so much for tuning into the program. Like we promised, this year is a year of development, motivation and inspiration, and we are bringing different people from different backgrounds, different walks of life, just to encourage you to move from where you are to a better level. And we believe, by the grace of God, by the end of 2015, we will all be flying high. And with us in the studios today is Her Royal Highness Princess Adel. Welcome, Madam.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. You wear a lot of hats. You're a designer, a business woman. You're a mother. And quite a lot of things. So it's difficult for me to introduce you. How would you want viewers to know you for today?
Well, simplicity is the best, as they say, because it comes from a place of humbleness and gratitude. So just Adel Kaseke is fine. Just Adel Kaseke is fine. Yes. I do call myself queen and all, but that is just for my own self-affirmation. So true, just Adel Kaseke to everybody is true. Fine.
Adel, you are most people, they know you in the area of design. You're a designer and somebody who is in the clothing industry. But apart from that, you have your own story, which most people have never heard. Can we start from the background? Where did you start from before we met you where you are today?
Where I am today, known as a fashion designer mostly, it came from my maternal grandfather, actually, my mom's dad.
Is it?
Yes, he was a maker, he was a dressmaker, and the few years that we were blessed to see him whilst he was still alive, because he was paralyzed. So I think I was around the ages of 5. And on his passing, my mom inherited his sewing machine. So it carried on from there. So I used to watch my mommy sew clothes and at night work, because she was a teacher, then head mistress before her time was up to go to heaven. And I just used to watch that, and when I went to school, I picked it up, and it was like my favorite subjects of all. I excelled at school, and I'm grateful for that. And fashion was on my top grades, and I just took it from there.
Coming to United Kingdom, most people, they'll say we leave our degrees and our qualifications at Heathrow and Gatwick Airport. As soon as you come here, we are into different industries. So what is it that propelled you to do what you're doing, whilst others probably might have ventured into other careers?
Well, I think it's just the pursuing of your dreams. I'm a dreamer, and I grew up a very determined girl and very ambitious. And so I took it like as an opportunity when I finally got the chance to come, like 14 years ago. So I took it as an opportunity to go and better myself. And when I got here, I did dabble in a few of those jobs that everybody else does. I did care work, and I was passionate about caring, but that wasn't my life, that wasn't my dream. So
how did you pull yourself out of it?
I said no. I think it was after the birth of my son, and I was trying to haggle, like going to work and finding child minding, and then finding out that I'm actually working to fund child minding and bus fare, and I say, this is not my portion. As I speak, I say, that's not my portion, that's not my passion, that's not my way, that's not me. So I quickly done with it. I didn't like it, and I dabbed into hairdressing, because that was other of my passions as well from home. So I actually opened my own hairdressing salon in Portsmouth, and I ran it for like a good 4 or 5 years, and it was successful. It was amazing, a good start for me. And I had an accident where I broke my ankle very badly in 2009 and 2010 rather, and whilst I was wheelchair bound, I found it as an opportunity to venture into other things, or as they say, that the light bulb moment comes at different times in life, and so that's when I birthed Kev Swan.
Wow.
Yes.
Uh-huh. In every obstacle, if you look deep down in it, you see that it's a ladder to your way to greatness. And that's what Adele just did, using that obstacle of being on a wheelchair. Instead of you to sit down, moan and groan that I'm fed up of this wheelchair, you use it on the positive side. But women now, they are more lobbying for women empowerment. And what's your take about that? You're a woman and you're a mother, like you've said. You are also into the in business.
The word empowerment, really, it might be abused or overrated sometimes, but I just take it as a way of encouraging and motivating and inspiring each other. And it doesn't put us in a place where we are overriding the males, or we want to be on top or be seen, but it's just a place where we come like from within to outside to inspire and motivate each other in a very powerful way. We will still be feminine, strong, the beautiful queens that we are, but powerful in our own sense, in our own ways, still grounded and being mothers, being wives and girlfriends and everything, without really toppling over men, but just being there, but in a powerful, strong and attractive way.
In a powerful, strong and attractive way.
Yes, it has to be powerful.
Who is the source of inspiration in this? Do you have people who inspire you within the industry of fashion and design?
I've always liked Donna Karan.
Right.
I used to design my logo like how I want it to be, and then I would put it like black on one side and partition it with white on the other side. And I always used to like to make my words to rhyme with like DKNY. So I remember doing ADK and something. I don't remember exactly what it was, because look, I ended up with Kev Swan. But Donna Karan, I respect her so much. She is grounded and her pieces are timeless. And she does her job really well. Another modern one that I really look up to is Victoria Beckham, because she didn't really start from a fashion background. She was a singer, but I guess it was in her all the time. And she moved over stateside, and she said she thought she wanted to recognize that. And she's got football of children and her family, and but she really does it well in her pieces. And a lot of times when people wear some of my contemporary pieces, people say, oh, that looks like Victoria Beckham's or something like that, which is such a big honor on me. So I really admire those two.
And now you now have a different. You started as AD something, and now you are on. You have landed on another brand. What gave birth to this fancy, nice name?
Kev Swan. I'm so proud in a nice way, about that brand, because it came those days as well where I was grounded, not feeling well, my ankle, it was really bad that doctors thought I would never really walk again, let alone wear heels, and now I dance in heels. So thanks to my God for that. So I'm a big girl myself, and I always encourage people to be comfortable in their bodies. Don't label sizes like size 0 or whatever, but as long as you're comfortable and healthy, that's my girl. That's my Kev Swan girl. So I thought of that, wanting to encompass the beauty of the woman's body, and that's where Kev came from. Yes. And then the swan is the beautiful bird of the water, and it's such a beautiful bird, and as you can see, it's shaped in a curvy way. So that's how it came, and I loved it so much. It just came, and I had to patent it. I had to register and trademark it with the patents office so that it's put.
You're watching your show, my show, our show, the Digging Deep Show, and we have Adel Kaseke in the house, the queen of designs. If you are planning a wedding, a party, you have an event coming up, and you want somebody to make that nice outfit, give a ring, and she will definitely satisfy you. We are taking a short break. We'll be right back.
the UK. I'm here today just to introduce a magic brush which I found that is very good for afro hair, kinky hair, straight hair, easy to use and hassle free. No pain, no heat, and it's so good to use. I applied the moisturizer. The moisturizer will soften the hair, and then I used the detangling comb just to remove the knots. To afro, pain, kinky hair. So this is a 3-in-1 brush. It does straightening your hair, dries your hair, and brushes your hair at the same time. After the demonstration, this is the time for you to ring me, call, the number is on the screen, to quickly grab your own 3-in-1 brush, magic brush. No tears, no crying, everything sorted for afro hair and all the types of hair. You just need your magic brush. No blow drying, nothing, just all in one. Please give me a ring.
My show, our show, the Digging Deep Show. I hope you have called a friend to call a friend, tell a friend that we are on air. And today in the studios we have Adel Kaseke. If you're just joining us, we have come a long way. And today we're just discussing about business, but the fashion industry business. And she has been in the industry as long as she can remember. Though at times she was not making profits, it was a time of being molded and being groomed. And now she's there fully in the industry. There are ladies who are watching you right now and they are thinking of getting into business. You have been into the hair and beauty industry, and now you are in the fashion industry. What sort of tips would you give to them? They are contemplating, I want to do business, but will it be possible? I have 2 children at home and I have a husband, multitasking and all those things. What sort of advice would you give to them?
Well, ladies, my first big advice to all the young ladies and some other older that come to me for advice is straight up, believe in yourself. And that belief in yourself comes from whoever your higher power is. My higher power is God. In my space, mine is God, the God of the Bible. So that is where I get my strength from in the first place before I go anywhere else. And then after that, you have to research. You know, obviously, the gift that you're born with or what you want to venture within. So you have to do research. You can ask. A lot of people want to go and ask other people, like, what can I do? And do your research. Now the internet is awash with videos, free tutorials and things like that. Research on the passion that you have, the gift that you have, knowledge, be knowledgeable. And if you can, if you've got the time, the money and everything, go to school about it and for it and learn more and be educated about your trade. And eventually just trade, be ambitious, be determined and work hard. There is nothing that you can do without working hard. You have to work hard. If you work hard in truth, in honest and with all integrity, you just put your work there, it will speak for itself and the world over will buy through that. That is just what I have to say. And naysayers will be there. Bad people will be there to pull you down and all, but then there is some good criticism as well. You design in yourself what is good for you and what's not good for you. Sift it and take the good and run with it. People will try all sorts, but stand firm. Stand firm, you make it.
As long as you're here on earth, haters will never cease. As long as the sun is still coming out and we are here, you have haters, but forget about the haters. Just do what you are called to do, what you believe God brought you here on earth to do. And one of the things which I like about you, I've watched some comments from some people whom you have designed for. They were actually amazed, more than satisfied. They were amazed. And what amazed me as well is, how do you amaze people in multitasking? You are a mother, you are a businesswoman. How do you mesh, those? And you are also a minister. You go to church. How do you gel up all those things together?
First of all, the amazingness, yes, I just have to say that I'm not perfect, so don't follow on that too much. I've got my own faults and I've got my own bad days, but like I said, I just go to the back. I really work hard. I just go to the back and say, God, I want to do the best today. And I'm the girl who, if there is like a bent line on my piece of clothing, I'll undo it until it's straight, because I just don't want to look at it and recognize that, oh, that's a fault, and then just leave it. So basically, it all comes from the truth. And I put so much love into what I do, and I take my time. I trade on Etsy, and I've got so many people that come requesting stuff before they even buy. I do take my time. Do not listen to people when they say they don't have time, they are too busy. When it's your trade, you have to find time. I work alone at the moment, and so I have to find time. That's why I don't have time for much. I've got time for my God, for my family, for my friends, and time for my work, because that is the most important to me. I want it when the piece gets to the customer, they love it, they enjoy it, they feel the love, and they always tell me, and it just brings me down. It breaks me like in humility and so much love to be appreciated like that.
You seize the moment. They say opportunity knocks at every door, but when it knocks at your door, please don't knock it down. There's this Ascot best dressed lady. Can you highlight more about it? It's a story which I don't want to take out of you.
That is actually a highlight of my career so far.
Wow.
It was a Jamaican beautiful lady that I work with, that I designed for. I made a couple of garments for her, and I made this corset for her in her Jamaican colors, and she went back to her house and obviously styled it with her own garments and everything, and she did Ascot 2014. And we just woke up one day and she was in front of like every newspaper, obviously on a list with other best dressed women at Ascot that actually included the Queen. And so I woke up with seeing the work that I had done, worn by this beautiful angel. In newspaper, it was in the Metro, it was in the Mirror, it was in the Daily Mail. It just makes you humble. It just, because you look at it and you think, it's not my might, it's someone else's, it's the higher power working here. Obviously, I call my customers angels, so if it was a person of bad motives or a bad heart wearing it, it wouldn't have gone there. But she wore it like the best she could, and it got us there, so we did it together.
What other things do you think makes your brand to be outstanding?
I would take from what people say. The girls and the men and other people that care to encourage me and support me, they do tell me that you actually represent your own brand very well, because I make my garments at the back office, and then I actually take time to model. That comes from a dream from when I was a child. I really wanted to do it, and then one time it didn't go very well, and I said, when I grow up, I want to have my own fashion house that I'll model myself. So I'm literally doing it now. So they say that you actually showcase your clothes with love, with respect, dignity, and it actually shows that you really care about them, and you want your customers to see the same. So that is one other thing that I would say stand out like from how I do it, and also the fact that I cater for like people or the size of women that normally gets dowdy clothes or ugly clothes in the shop. I try and make a curvy woman look fabulous and beautiful.
So who in particular, apart from those, who in particular do you say, if you are this, if you come to me, I'll make you mwah?
It's actually every woman. My tagline is at Kevis One, where every woman is beautiful, loved and classy. So it's every woman who wants to look fabulous, every woman who is comfortable in their body is my Kevis One woman. So that's my woman. That's what I want. That's who I want to come to me. Yeah.
Right, ladies, you have heard that from Kevis One. Yeah, there are no ugly women, they are only lazy ones. So if you are lazy to dress up, then you become ugly. But if you're not lazy, there she is. She will help you to go right there on the top. Going back to the novel. Can you share with us?
The novel, that was actually something that was started in 2007. It had been a long life dream as well. Growing up, I used to do writing competitions at school, essays and stuff like that. And that was birthed. That particular novel that got published was born in 2007. That's when I started writing it. So it's actually a 4-year work, and it was eventually published in 2009. Yeah, it's called Crying Heart by Adel Kaseke. It's sort of like a semi-autobiography of myself, whereby I talk about in detail about a woman who got divorced after domestic violence, and she went into alcohol, and she abandoned the children, and it all came well after that. But that's not my story, don't get it wrong. I love my children. I've been divorced, and I went through a phase rather of domestic violence once in my life, and it wasn't a nice place, but I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I'm here, strong, powerful, blessed, and I was blessed enough to have the courage, or to be given the courage by God to know when to get out of it with myself intact. I don't have any scars of it apart from just being able to share about it, not even in a bitter way. I've got my 2 prince, Jamal, and my princess Nandi. They would love that. Hi. And so I had to find it strong. Then during the domestic violence phase, it was just my son, so I had to find it in myself to be strong for him, to know when to stop. So I didn't let it go for a long time. It was about 1.5 years, which is actually quite long enough for other people and bad, but considering that's 10 odd years now, I managed to put a stop to it, and I got out of it, and I'm here. So that's what I wanted to share mostly in the novel, that no matter where you're from, background-wise, where you've been as a woman, you can get out of it. Just takes the will out of you, to make it better, to want to be better in your life.
Don't keep on crying whilst you're on the same position.
It doesn't really help. It doesn't really help.
And are we expecting any other book on the other side of Adel? What's happening in the kitchen? Are you cooking something for us?
To be honest, where I want my dreams, I want to do a revised edition of that one, because where I self-published it, and it did really well. Thank God for that. Where I was alone in it, I need to do a revised edition of it, and I actually would love to make it into a movie. So I would be sitting to do a script for it, which I will actually write myself as well and pitch it for a movie.
Yeah, so ladies, if you feel you are down and situations are kind of overwhelming, you are not the only one who has been there. Look up to those who have been there and they managed to come out. And like Les Brown, who says, if you can look up, you can get up, no matter how the situation is suppressing you. Adel, your last words to the viewers.
Both ladies and gentlemen watching, thank you so much. God bless you. Be who you are. You know, I'm here. I'm the fashion designer, I'm the author, I'm the Guinness World Records holder, I'm the mother, I'm the wife, I'm the child of God, everything that I wanted to be when I was growing up because of the place that I chose to be. So choose to be in the place that you want to be. God bless.
What's that and what was it about? You know, everybody wants to be in the Guinness Book of Records.
I just went and thought, I would want to do a Guinness World Records holder. So I did try a couple of things and then they were turned down. So it's not an easy road. People see you with these titles, with these brands and everything. It's not easy
just like that.
No, it's not. And I don't want people to think that they can just get it like that. It's sheer hard work. You know, and there's it's not impossible. I always say nothing is impossible, but you have to work hard. So I went and made like the largest corset in the world.
Is it?
Yes, it measures. It has to stay up in the loft. It's so big. It measures 8 meters, like in circumference, and it's 4.5 meters high. We had to try and prop it on the van on the day of
The competition of the judges.
yes. So yeah, I did it, and it was accepted. It was successful. So I'm actually the current Guinness World Records holder for the largest corset in the world.
Yes, it's quite possible, ladies and gentlemen. If you envision it and you just follow your dream, there's somebody who says the word forecast say follow one course until you succeed. Tomorrow is a Sunday. I know some of you are watching me. You're thinking, there's no hope. There's a church just nearby you. Why can't you visit there? Monday morning, you'll be energized to go. Adel, thank you so much for visiting us here on the Digging Deep Show.
Thank you.
What more shall I say to our viewers apart from saying thank you so much for giving us your precious possession, which is your time. Till we meet again, for me and the rest of the team on the Digging Deep Show, we're signing out. I love you all. This is my name.